Okay. Happy Monday. Yes, Millie. Happy Monday to you too. All right. Let's go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Plie heels up and down. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Roll through your feet and heels down. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Pull the bra forward and 6 and 7 and 8. Kong and 2 and 3 and 4. Tendu flex. Point to your second. That's already all it is. Triple and 2 and 3 and 4. Plie heels up and down. Triple and 2 and 3 and 4. Roll through your feet. Triple and 2 and 3 and 4. To the bar. Grand and 2 and 3 and 4. Tendu flex. Point to your first. Roll through in your first. Feel your balance there. That is all it needs to be to get us started. And let's really make sure that you keep your fingertips in your eyesight the entire time. Okay, here we go. Triple. Give yourself a triple now. Grand plie and relax when you're ready. Okay. Now it is a good thing that your fingertips are not children that you're guiding across the street. So really try to feel this. Pick them up, take them with you, and go for all of these plies and grand plies. Even when your arm goes up, there is nothing wrong with looking up. Okay, here we go. Left side, please, and there we go. And the same thing. And 2. And open it. There we are. And again 1. makes all the difference in the world for whatever reason.
Yeah, I don't know why that's hard for
Be-
me.
Probably just because you're not used to it. And it's that, when you're taking class and you're facing the mirror and everything is just like this.
Yeah,
But it gives you a whole different feeling for space if you're actually
yeah.
taking your head with your fingers all the time. Let's go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and heel and stretch side and 2 and 3 and 4 5 and 6 and heel and close and 1 and 2 well 3 and 4 5 and 6 and heel and close and flex and rotate and side and rotate through your toes, a nice big fat déplié tendu, half point stretch, half point heel, close, side and front, flex, rotate on the dance through your toes, roll through in second position, and that is all it needs to be. And here we go. And one. Weave your toes back and heel forward. Toes back her. There we go. And close. Good side. Feel your standing leg rotating as well. Make sure your heel stays forward. And flex. Feel your opposite side too, and your arm under bar through your toes, nice and slow. Beautiful, big, juicy demi-plie with your fingertips. Yes, there we go. And roll through in your second position this time. Feel your shoulders down and elbows up. And relax when you're ready. Good. Here we go. To the other side, please. And Let's go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, 7 and 8 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Plie, roll through your fifth. Reverse your roll through. Return to your first 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Encore, same leg. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So your put-bars are always going the same way. Inside, back, outside, side, inside, front, outside, side. Third time 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Wrist chain, outside, back, sorry, inside, front, outside, side, inside, back. Close fifth. Roll through your feet in fifth. Stay right there. That's it. And there is a great opportunity once again to follow your fingertips all the way in these port de bras. Here we go. And over. That's it, right? And over. And over. And two. Over. Close fifth, roll through. And relax when you're ready. Okay, here we go. To the other side, please. And careful there, fingertips. Your fingertips as you get started. There we go. And relax. Good. Yeah, in a way, the rules of head forward when you work to the side are out of the window if you want to pick up your fingertips with your eyes, yeah?
Yeah.
Let's go front and the back and the front and the back and the side and the front and the side and the back. Front and the back and the side and the front and the back and the side and the front and the side. Back and the front and the back and the front. Side and the back and the side and the front. With changing legs encore. 5 and the 6 and the 7 and the soutenu. So 4 front to back. Then side front, side back. Encore with changing legs. And from the back, 4 encore. In the reverse demi-plié à la seconde for your last one, so you get a good start for your soutenu. Here we go. And destination 5th. And the close. That's it. Side one. Let's go 1 and 2 and 3, 1 piqué and close. 1 and 2 and don't change your first and 1 and 2 and 3, 1 piqué and close. Back and 2 and 3, 1 piqué and through, 1 piqué and through and through and through and through and through and close. 1 and the 2 and the 3, 1 piqué and close. 1 and the 2 and the 3, always is plié, then 1 piqué and close. 1 and the 2 and the 3, 1 piqué and through. 1 piqué and through and through and through and through and through. Just stay right there. That's it. Triple to plié and a piqué. Front, side, back. Then piqué, balançoire, 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 close. And that is with your arm as well. Yes. Okay, nice quick toes. Just push that floor away. Think that your toes are tennis balls. Oh, 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3. Through piqué, through and close. Aha, 2. Through and step. Not too high. And relax when you're ready. Alright. Make sure all of your accents are out, down and in. And then you have piqué go through, and keep going through. And make sure after that piqué you take your port de bras where it needs to go to get a good start. Otherwise it's going to be too fast to catch up to it. Yep, correct. Once you're there, it'll be easy. It's that first one. Yeah,
Mhm.
here we go. Let's see the other side. And through piqué, through. There we go, ballet. No one. Just push down. Yeah, careful, connect your right arm to your left toes. And release. Right. Right, right.
Okay, I already have your arm. Okay.
With the piqué or with
Yeah.
the balance for one or the other, yes. But the piqué would have been a good idea because it gives you a little heads up there. Let's go coupé, coupé, and a one, and a two, coupé, coupé, and a one, and a two, passé, and two, and a three, plié, four more dégagés. Coupé, coupé, a one and two, coupé, coupé, one and two, passé, relevé, close. Two coupés, two dégagés, two coupés, two dégagés, one passé and three pliés, four more dégagés. Start over two coupés, two dégagés, two coupés, two dégagés, passé already, relevé, close fifth, soutenu, other side. Don't be afraid to see these two coupés a little bit as an anger management exercise. Don't be afraid to really get them into that fifth. Okay, and here we go. And the fifth. Passé stay, close, and a four, three, two, one, and coupe. Even more aggressively into your fifth. Passé stay, relevé, and close, and a down, in and in. Make sure you really take it from your toes, not from your knee. To the other side we go, and a down. There it was a reverse, that's right. We'll take that reverse right now. What do you say?
Yeah.
If you make a little noise with your heel when you're closing, you're doing it right. If it is really silent, it can be more aggressively down into the floor for all of these coupés. Right, so really think you're stumping your foot. All right, let's start this in fifth position back. What do you say?
I'm trying to think about just like my toes.
Yes, well, that's good. That is for your way up.
Yeah. Down.
It's, yeah. Okay, here we go. So you're not doing anything wrong. It's just half of the effort. Yes, toes, and then aggressively into your fifth. Here we go. And down. That's better. Yep. And a four, three, two, one, and a one. Make sure your little fingers are in and your elbows are out. that was better. What can I say? Oh, 1 and 2 and 3. Hold on. I just had it. Okay. One and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Or 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Or 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, woo, 5 and 6 and better than me, 7 and 8. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Half point, full point, passé, relevé, feel yourself. 2 ton liés again, and 2, 3 and 4. Open it, port de bras away from the bar in the reverse. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 into your parallel stretch. And that is it. So passé and ton liés, passé and port de bras. Passé, prepare, 8 ronds de jambes. Okay, and here we go. And a half. Feel your toes. 2 ton liés, 7. And passé. Open it and port de bras. That's it. And I rushed you, I'm so sorry. You wanted to do exactly the right thing, I rushed you. So these passes take a little bit longer. Let's take the reverse, my bad. Yeah, during your rondejons, treat your port de bras just the same way we talked about in pliés. Okay.
Was the passe, is it slower, like heel?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Build it slowly each time. So you're starting it each time. It just has different timing. Okay. Here we go. Connect your right arm to your left toes. Good. Again and this is fairly short. Good. And there we have a little bit more time. All right. Let's go one and the two and the three and the four plie on the or and the close. And the one and the two and the three and the four plie on the down half turn. And the side and the two and the three and the four plie full turn to your fifth. Open it petit battement and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the close. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 plie half turn on the down. Front and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 plie half turn on the or. Side and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 plie full turn on the down, close fifth position. Yep. Open petit battement plie close fifth. That's all of this.
And just reverse, right?
Yes, correct. But even more importantly, stop worrying about your turn as you take your plie. You can worry before, but not when you take your plie. Plie means just go. Jump off the cliff, hope that there is some water underneath.
And plie was on 4.
It's actually on 5 in this case. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 plie go. So you can really feel that nice slingshot action into your half turns. Here we go. And really try to strike that floor and open. Good. And open. Not bad, just a little bit more closing side. Not just closing arm, but closing side when you get to your full turns. That's the only thing that is missing, besides of a little bit more relaxed spot. Okay. And here we go. Then one. Now, how about closing your arms for that single turn rather than dropping them?
Did I go the right direction?
Yes, you did exactly the right thing. There was nothing wrong with your direction. But let's assume that you're, unfortunately, on a very cheap Southwest flight in the middle seat, and your tray table is down, and you just invested in about $120 in some really nice little mini bottles, and they're all open. You would have saved them with the first 2 half turns, and you would have thrown it all onto your lap with the single turn. So how about trying that one more time and being very considerate of these beautiful little mini bottles? And that really only happens when you're going into the full turn. And I assume it's just because you tense up because you're uncertain about it. So your shoulders slightly right up and your elbows slightly fall down.
I feel like it's something also, I don't know, when I plied a second.
Right. And what happens is your closing elbow already needs to come in when you're plying in that. Yes. To get you started. Right. That's already a little bit better, but make sure that your elbows stay up and your head is strong. And remember golf ball, golf club. Yeah, your working foot really needs to hit that ankle to get you around. I guess we should do this one more time. What do you say? And here we go. Feel like you're bringing your foot in as aggressively as you're striking it in your frappes. Is that making sense? Okay. Okay, let's see how many mini bottles lives we are saving this time. Here we go, Owen. And Owen. little better. Well, that was a little bit better when it comes to the mini bottle. So that is already great success. Now, however, make sure that when you're pliing, the plie is extending your leg away from your center rather than crunching it into yourself. You know what I mean? Ah, right. And the same to the back. So really feel like somebody is pulling on your toes. Oh, correct. Because that creates a little tension that should help you to get around just a tad easier. But that is especially to the side. Yeah, to the side we have the tendency to just go that way. Now you're too far on your standing side, makes it much more difficult to go where you need to go to. Okay. And remember also your coupe is always in transit to close in fifth position plie again. So try not to get stuck in it. Yeah, feel it moving up and immediately back down. Okay. Here we go. These are really mean, nasty, rotten turns.
Working on it.
But never fear. Let's go fondue and 2 and 3 and 4. Port de bras 6 and 7 and 8. Developé and 3 and 4. Single turn on the or. Fondue and 2 and 3 and 4. Port de bras 6 and 7 and 8. Developé arabesque 3 and 4. Plié en dedans. Close. Fondue and 2 and 3 and 4. To the bar 6 and 7 and 8. Developé 2 and 3 and 4. Plié one more on the or. Coupe attitude back 3 and 4. 5 and 6 and 7 and close. Open and go one more try at that. Open it to the side. Close fifth. Soutenu other side. That was already a little bit better, but make sure it doesn't go here. It goes to there.
I'm sorry, you said after the turn.
Close fifth position front again, inside attitude balance. One more turn, so brush it out à la seconde. Immediately as soon as you feel that plié, bring it back in for a single turn that opens à la seconde par terre, this time in plié. Is that making sense? Fifth and soutenu, other side. And here we go. So keep your fondues low. Four counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Port de bras melt. release your shoulders down. Developing. Close fifth. Demi-plié. Easy coupé turn on the own. Yes. And one. And one. Developing arabesque. Demi-plié on the dot. Yes. And and close fifth front. Coupé attitude one. Let go and stretch. Good. Brush à la seconde and go. And open. The music stopped anyway. Yeah, brush à la seconde. It was a good start. Just a matter of seeing it through, and it opens to à la seconde plié again.
It doesn't come from coupe, right? Here.
No, it's not a temps relevé. It comes from, it brushes from à la seconde into your coupé, that's the turn, and it opens to à la seconde par terre again. So it's like a fouilleté without a fouilleté. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Otherwise, these singles were pretty nice from fifth to fifth. Now, if you could tie that same feeling together with the other one, then we're in business. Okay, here we go. Left side, please. Developing. Already feel your standing sidearm. Right, but as soon as it's there, it needs to come back in. I know.
Is it easier to do from releve or no?
I don't think it makes much of a difference. Right. It's a matter of getting comfortable with turning from one leg. I think that is really the
Yeah,
crux of the matter.
yeah, I do too.
And finding exactly the sweet spot out of your plie into your coupé.
Yeah.
That actually was much closer to it. But that is what I mean. These are not easy turns to learn. The advantage with these kind of turns is they make turns from fifth like nothing.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go cloches and 2 and 3 and 4. 2 grand battements to the front. 2 grand battements to the side. 1, 2, 3 more cloches. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 2 grand battements to the back. 2 grand battements to the side. 1 and 2 and 3. Soutenu other side 1. So mostly cloches. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Stretch front. 2 side. 3 more cloches, stretch back and close, reverse, cloche, 2, 3, 4, stretch, close, 1 more grand battement, 2 to the side, 3 more cloches, stretch, and soutenu to the other side. Okay, here we go. And let it go. And this side. And cloche. Stretch. Good. And cloche. And a stretch. Nice and easy in your chest. Push down into the floor. And a 1, 2. Up. Other side. 1, 2. Careful not to crunch it. I think there were 4 cloches, not just 3. I think that's what it was. However, let's take a nice stretch before we come to the center. tortured Greg on Saturday with this one.
Okay.
So you get equal treatment. Front and the side, plie, coupé, change and the side and the back, plie, coupé, change and the back and the side, plie, coupé, tendu, close, 6, 7, 8, reverse. Back and the side, plie, coupé, change and the side and the front, plie, coupé, change and the front and the side, plie, coupé, tendu, close, front, 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 demi-plié, technically we are on the other side. Front and the side, coupé, change the other leg goes side, and the back, coupé, change to the front. Back and the side, coupé, tendu side, close fifth, close fifth, close fifth, close fifth. Back and the side, coupé, change. The other leg goes side and front, coupé, change. Other leg goes front and side, coupé, change. Tendu, close front, close front, close front, 3 times. Are we good to mark this? Okay. I may have moved the wrong hand there in some point. Side front, coupé change. Front side, coupé change. It doesn't really matter if you're changing that front side or not. You're doing the right thing. Never mind me. Are we good to try this? Okay. Here we go. Nice quick tight fifths and 1. There was just one thing, there are 4 tendus in the beginning to travel backward. So you start reversing it with the same leg that you did it from the front. So coupé tendu needs to be just a little bit quicker, so you actually have a chance of doing that. Oh, you made it infinitely more complicated than it is. From the front on one leg, from the back on the other. Good.
So, let's see.
And close immediately 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4. Right, now you can reverse it with the same leg that started the thing. In the end, there are only 3, so it switches legs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
How about starting that on the other side? Here we go. Will you pick yourself up with your fingertips when you go into coupés? Yep. Sideways, go close. 2, 3, 4. There we go. And finish. That was right. That was exactly right. Now a little bit more emphasis on fifth, and close and close and close did it with your couplets. And you know me. Front and the side on the or, close your fifth, and the side and the back on the don, close your fifth. What is that? Front and the side. No, back and the side. On the or again. To ton lié, close fifth, close fifth, close fifth. Then when you're reversing it, it's going to be on the don, on the or, on the don. And make sure you don't knock all these mini bottles over in your mark. Are we good to give this a try? All right, nice. Quick first positions. Remember, shoulders down, elbows up, little fingers up. Feel this action. When you close your arms into these coupe turns, here we go. And careful, your coupes are changing. So coupe. Good turn, so. There you go. Now it goes side and back and on the don, so you're turning toward the same shoulder, correct. Now it goes 1 and 2 on the or again. And close and close and close and close. 2 and 3 and 4. There we go. All right.
So, okay.
Okay. Here we go. Try not to drop your elbows. Better. Almost. That's it. Right, that would have been it. On the don the second time. You would have gone on the don. In the reverse. So your front foot goes the second time. Oh no, front and side, yes, you're right. And on the don. I would close fifth position back. It makes a little bit more sense there.
Okay, that's what I wondered.
On the don to ton lié.
Would you do that with the first one too? Front, back change?
Yes,
Oh, because I was not doing that.
I know you weren't. And I didn't think it was important.
You would land where you are. I mean, you wouldn't change your coupe then.
No, I would not. I would keep it in the back and then ton lié out of that. Because for your underdon, you will keep your coupe in the front. Also in the back though.
Gotcha.
Underdon, front foot. So the turn is always done by the same.
The one I don't like.
Yes, exactly. It's that one because you really have to use that heel. And then it needs to close in fifth back. Otherwise, you'll be in trouble. So you're turning with your coupe in the front, but you're closing it in the back. So your toes stay extremely active. Would you like that one more time on the right, or should we shift to the other side?
Yeah, but now I'm confused.
Okay.
About if So from the very beginning,
Mm-hmm.
when front, I switch to the back,
I don't. Not
yeah,
with the first one. The first one stays there.
but
Now
on
you
the
switch. Yes, correct. Now you can go side and back.
back,
And you switch out of your on-the-down turn. Now you can go side and front. Hold on. You're going front side, side back. Sorry, my back. Side
back
back. Back
side.
side. Yes, you're right. Duh. On-the-down close.
No, on dehors, right? The first time?
Yes, correct, correct, correct.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Tendez. Close back, close back, close back. Right. Now,
That's the reverse that
yes.
moves. Mm-hmm.
One, two, right. That's it. Side and front.
Side,
On the oar.
dehors.
Switch. Front and side this time.
Now close
Mm-hmm.
that one back.
Uh-huh. I would. On the down to tendez. Careful, it doesn't close in fifth. Now you're right. Then your left foot closes in front
Okay.
because you're traveling forward with your tendus. Right. All right. And here we go. Oh. Yep. Right, left, right. Now stop with the there we go. On the oar from there. And close behind, close behind, close behind, close behind. Right. Okay. This thing, it looks like nothing, but it's a lot.
Mm.
However, what I like about it is that the more you worry about the combination, the less you worry about your turns. And the better they get. Okay, here we go. And now. That's right. And relax, 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 relax. We can start clean. And remember, your coupe is always a transition to fifth position plie. The sooner you can come back down to your plie, the more time you have to consider what comes next. All right, let's have that reverse on this side. And here we go. Oh. That's right. Close front, close front, close front. Right. Sequentially, that was correct.
Oh, that's about it.
Now we just need a little bit less doubt.
Okay.
All right. Are we good to try the other side? You can mark through it if you like. Okay. And here we go. Oh. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Mm-hmm. Uh, as we know, we cannot open an open door
Yes.
or close a closed door. You're good at closing your open door, but you're not very good at opening your closed door when it comes to your preparations for your turns. And that necessarily has nothing to do with your arm in first, like we usually prepare. Even when it comes from second, there is an opening side that needs to coincide with your closing side. Is that making sense?
Yeah, but say that again, that, which is it that I don't do?
You're doing your closing side really well, but your opening side is not
Oh,
coming along with
okay.
you. So it needs to open as the other arm is closing, which I suspect is the same problem we have when we have to turn from one leg.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
So let's see if we can open the closed door together as closing the open door. Okay, here we go. And that got Millie's attention. And here we go. And yep, a little better. Correct. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, make sure you change your coupe. I think that was the mistake the second time around. First one was okay. Then the second one, and on the or close behind. So now you can go front and side and on the down to Tommy. There we go. Let's take the reverse on the side. What do you say?
Yeah.
Okay. And here we go. Better, better. Front side. There we go. On the down. Tommy. Yes. Two and three. All right, all right. We'll see this one again tomorrow.
Okay.
We'll let it ferment and
Yeah,
stew and stuff.
it's a closet work.
Excellent closet work. What can I say? Closet work or Trader Joe's work in the checkout line, if it is too long. Okay, relatively simple. Chassé forward and two and the three and the close. Développé to the front. Chassé back and the two and the three and the four. Développé arabesque. Chassé forward and circle pour the bras. Five and the six and the seven and the close. Hold on, not close. Transfer over demi-plié arabesque. Relevé plié. Turn plié. Pas de bruit. Chassé and two and the three and oh, let's have chassé actually arms in arabesque. Chassé and two and the three and the four. Développé croisé. Chassé back and the two and the three and the four. Développé arabesque. Chassé forward. Circular port de bras. Five and the six and the seven and eight. You're right there. All you have to do is step right onto it to demi-plie. Heel forward and counter shoulder. Fourth. You don't need any other preparation. Just close your arm. Plie. Yep. And make sure you know it's going behind you. Pas de bruit. Short and sweet. And again, we are working with two arms and two legs. Chassé back, développé arabesque. Chassé forward, circular port de bras. Plié, relevé, plié, toes down. Pirouette, en dedans. And pas de bruit. Are we good to give this a mark? Okay. here we go. Try to fill the entire space with your fingertips and toes. Yes, but make sure it's a, hold on, hold on. Make sure it's a decisive fourth out of your arabesque. Yeah, try not to land on one foot, try to land on both of them. Which makes a difference. Now, is there any way your arms could not arrive somewhere and then wait for the bus to go back home? But they could keep on moving the entire time, so it's almost like a rolling stop. Yeah, man. Instead of being there, how about being there? Close, developing. There, and develop it. Keep it going. Instead of, okay, I arrived in my position and now I'm going back to the other one. So,
That was lovely.
and you can do that as well. Yeah, it's just a matter of keeping pulling it. So we're kind of exiting academia just for a little second here to just elongate and elongate and elongate and keep that energy moving away from your center in both legs and both arms. Okay, here we go. And keep it moving. There we go. Ditto with your developing. Yes. And the chassé. Ditto with your circle. You get longer. That's right. The same with your arabesque. Right. That was already a little bit better. Yeah, that is really what sustains us in the long run. To not ever get... As soon as the energy stops somewhere, the thing just follows gravity. As long as we pull away from it, we can do all kind of stuff. Would you like to see that one more time on the other side?
Right.
Starting on the right and possibly going into the left one more time. Okay. Try to feel the same thing. Yeah, the sky is the limit. And not even that. The universe is the limit. There we go. And yes, keep it moving. One. And keep it moving. Right. And relax. We can start clean. We can start over. That was good. That was much better. So it's basically as you're in the process of closing, that is when you're extending yourself to close rather than everything closes. All right, here we go. Oh, by the way, circular port de bras does go forward.
Oh yeah, you tell me that.
Mm-hmm. There and all the way. That's right. Think you want to give yourself a black eye on your knee. Which, by the way, I have seen in the past. Yes.
I probably couldn't if I tried. So.
Actually, it was a penché. A girl actually in a penché. She literally, She literally gave herself a black eye on her own knee.
Wow.
It was with a partner,
Kind of a
however.
badge of honor.
It was, yeah, yeah. Okay, here we go. Left side, please. And that's it. And all the way down. Yes, just careful there with your placement. Yeah, just feel your axis between your legs instead of being on your standing leg too much, and now it's impossible to land in fourth. Okay. What can I say? Forward, plie, pirouette to your fourth, change, arabesque, plie, paddle. Let's keep this one at 45 this time. Chassé and plie and pirouette to fourth, change your arm, arabesque, plie, paddle. Forward and plie and en deux or fourth, tendu, plie, en dedans. Tendu, plie, arabesque, back down to your fourth. Arabesque, plie 45, paddle. How's that? Forward and two on the or to your fourth, change your arm only, arabesque, plie, paddle. So really feel like somebody's pulling on your leg in the back. Same thing on the left, 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6, plie, paddle. One more time right, and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, however, we are stepping back. Plie, en dedans to fifth. Step back one more time, just so you don't run out of room. Demi-plie, one more arabesque to fourth. Then push off, arabesque, plie, paddle. So it's a double whammy. It's a corner change, then it's a turn in the very end. Are we good to give this a mark? Okay. Starting with our left foot in front. Sorry. Step back. Up to go down. Up. Plie. Paddle.
Alex, is the step back here, is this just a?
Yes, it's just a corner change, that's correct. And then take it from right there, correct. And again, land 45 degrees to plie and paddle. Okay. So we're starting with our left foot in front for our turns to go to the right. And here we go. Try to feel the difference between en dehors, your knee is taking you, en dedans, your heel is taking you. Okay. Keep trying again. Yeah, make sure you're pushing off your toes in the back for these arabesques. You're lifting your knee, but you're not brushing your toes behind you as if you were doing a dégagé from that fourth. Is that making sense?
Yeah.
Are we good to do the other side? Starting with our right foot in front this time. Here we go. Pirouettes could be a little quicker. From your plie, just give it a little bit more of a pop. And push off your back toes. That's better. One. Almost. And one. Right, better. And relax. Right away. We'll see that again tomorrow.
I try to think of one thing and then everything.
Right. And ideally, eventually, we'll take the thinking completely out of the equation. Okay, really quickly, one more. Let's go 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4, 5 and a 6 and a 7 and a 8. There we have it all in there. Just slide to your first plie out of that fifth position. 1, 2, 3, super high as you can. The first balance in first. One more time. 1 and a 2 and a 3, open to second. 1 and a 2 and a 3, close fifth, changement, assemblée, changement, assemblée. I think. No, it's assemblée, changement, sorry. I got completely dyslexic on you there.
The assemblées from the front to the back.
I'm closing fifth position back after my second position, I think. Yeah, close fifth position back. Then you can do assemblée changement twice. Close fifth back. There we go. Are we good to mark this? There. All right. Really make your toes work for you and your fingertips with the third positions when you jump in first and second. Okay, here we go. One, two. Close behind. Just tie them all together. Let's have a redemption set. What do you say? A little bit more of a strong push from the floor, starting with your toes, not with your heels. Okay, here we go. And up. Try not to look down when you jump. That's more like it. Okay, okay. All right. Have a wonderful rest of your day.
Thank you very much.
And we'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.